Guys, welcome to Techie Talks. Today we are going to learn how to use Microsoft PowerPoint, which is a very useful tool nowadays that can be used for a variety of jobs. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. So let's open the PowerPoint app. So as you can see here, we have landed on the home screen. So to get started with our PPT, we have to select a theme. So if you're comfortable with a blank presentation, you may select it. But if you want to catch the eye of your viewers, then you need to have a good presentation background. So you go to more themes. So as you can see here, there are thousands and thousands of themes, and you can also search some themes up for yourself. For example, business. And as you can see here, they have brought in tons of business related PowerPoint themes from which you can select from. But as of now, I'm just going to go with a blank presentation. So now that we have selected our presentation and we have come on to the presentation, we can start editing it. So first we need to put in a title. This is probably what you're going to show in your PowerPoint. So I'm just going to go with PowerPoint presentation. So as you can see here, a red line has appeared below our PowerPoint. This means the word has a mistake in it. Now I'm going to give you a beginner's tip, which is to know if your word is wrong, press this button on the word and you'll know if it's wrong. So as you can see here, they have given us some fixes. So I'm going to go with the one with capital P for point. So now that we have put in a title, we need a subtitle. This is most probably your name or class if you're a student. So now we have put in our title and subtitle, but now we need to add on to this presentation. That is to put in a new slide. So to get to a new slide, we need to press insert, and as you can see here, they have given us the button for a new slide. So you press that button. Don't press the above button as it will automatically put in a random slide. Instead press the word new slide. So as you can see here, there are tons of slides. You can select the one which comes to your need. There's comparison and there's picture with caption, content with caption. So you can put in tons of stuff in various different ways with these slides. So I'm just going to go with title and content. So before I go on with this, I need to remove all this white. I need a good background. I should have done this before I made the PPT, but if you felt that you want to make a difference to the background after you made the PPT, you don't have to delete it. You just simply have to go to design and they will have given us tons of backgrounds. And you can press this arrow here to select from more. But a good thing that PowerPoint has given us is that when we run our cursor through these backgrounds, they'll give us a sample of them on our PowerPoint. So I'm just going to go with this one. So now that we have put in a theme for our PowerPoint presentation, we can go on to editing it a bit more. Now some people just put in text and this makes your PowerPoint very boring. So you obviously need some pictures. But then you will be thinking, if I leave this, then this might get deleted, or you just don't want to move from PowerPoint but you want to insert a picture. Well, it is possible. You press insert and you go to pictures. So now you need to search for your picture. So you press online pictures and they set up a small YouTube or internet for your picture needs. So let's just put in something like Apple logo. So now they have given us search results equal to the Apple logo. So we press this for example and we press insert. And now we have got our logo. And now to make it a bit more smaller, you use the dots that you can see on the sides, and to know that you can move it by the dots is to bring your cursor and it suddenly transforms into a line with two arrows on the end. So I'm just going to make this a bit bigger, and now we can see that our logo is set up, but I obviously don't want the text that has come along with it. So now I'm going to give you a beginner's tip. If you're new to computers, press this button over the text you don't want and then press this button and you'll get a list from which you just have to press the delete button. I'll show you. So now we select this and we do a right click, and now you can see tons of buttons have appeared. It's usually delete, but cut is also fine. Now you just want to cut this text box too. So you cut that, and now it's just our logo. You can move around the logo, play with it, and see what where you want it. Now let's insert another picture. You can insert as much pictures as you want, but one or two pictures will do the job. So let's insert in something saying Samsung logo. And now we have a lot of logos on our screen based on Samsung. I choose this one and now it has inserted itself. So I do the same sizing technique that I just taught you, and I select this, I delete that by just pressing cut, and I delete that, pressing cut, and I'll just move this around a bit, make it a bit more small, a bit more big though. Now that we have that there and this bit there, we want in say a small text saying versus or something like that over here. So if you don't want to add in a text box additionally, you can just use this text box by making it smaller and then moving it in between and click, and you can say versus. Now as you can see here, it's green in color which blends into the background, and it's too small, both things that we might not want. So we go to home, we select this, we go to home, and first let's make it big. You can select from the preset sizes here, say 96 fits nicely. Now I want to change the color. So we go to home, and if you have seen my older video which is how to make a Word document, you will know this, but if you're watching this video as my first video, then I'll teach you a beginner's tip, which is if you want to change the color of a text, search for an A with a colored line below it and press the arrow beside it, and now you can change color. So unlike in Word, you can't do a gradient text, which is a bit disappointing, but you can bolden it. Just going to go with the light blue, and I'll just bold that. Now we'll just make this text box a bit more smaller, maybe a bit this, and we'll move it. Okay, now we have done the text, and now we want to change the font. Maybe we go to home, and as you can see here, a font has been written. If you don't want that, you can go with this. Make sure making it a different font doesn't put your text outside the box, as it will look weird. Okay, so I choose one, and now we have set in our text with a new font. Now say we want effect, like say from this slide appears with a fade or something like that. So first we select this. So if you want effect when the PPT is starting, you select the first slide and you go to transitions, which is in the same line as home, insert and design. And now you can choose from all these preset ones, and you can press this arrow, and there are a lot of other ones which you can choose from. So let's say I'm going with glitter. So it shows you a type of how it will look like during your PowerPoint presentation. For example, vortex, it'll appear like that. Okay, I'm going with that. Now I select the second slide and I put in transition, and it can morph maybe, or do I want it to cut, or I want it to clock in its way. Yeah, that sounds a bit more better. Now this might be the end of your PPT, so you obviously want to save this somewhere, and which you have to do if you want to see this PPT again. So there are many ways of saving this. First, I'm going to talk about where you need to save this. You can save it on your computer if you have enough and more space, or you can use a USB like this, or a flash drive which has a lot of GB in which you can store PPTs like this one. So we'll just plug in the USB, and to know that your USB has been plugged in, a message like this will appear. Now let's save this. So now I'm going to give you a beginner's tip on saving your file. So there are 3 ways of saving this. First, you go to File and you press Save As. Now if you have a folder that you use always, then it should most probably appear here, but it should not be on the USB. But if it's on a USB or you don't use it that much, you press Browse. So I'll just let the name be PowerPoint presentation, but if you want to change the name, you search for this file name box here and you change the name. So you can see USB drive D, you press that, and now you are looking at all your files in the USB. I'm just going to save it with all these files, and you press save, and now it's saved. But say for example I'm making a difference, say I'm adding a new slide, just a blank slide. So now changes have been made to this PPT, but these changes are not saved on the PPT that we just put in the USB. So if we want to save these changes with the actual PPT, you can press this. But from the start, if you have a OneDrive setup with autosave, you can on that and it will be saving all your changes and whatever you are doing. But you should have put this PPT in a USB or in the computer first. So that's the end of our session, guys. Hope you enjoyed and learned how to make a PowerPoint through this video. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Bye.